You're listening to the BNI Effect, the podcast for Brisbane entrepreneurs who believe in givers gain. I'm Tony Meredith, and ordinarily I'm a business coach who specialises in sales and leadership. But today I'm your host and fellow BNI member. In this episode, I get to chat with another Brisbane BNI member to explore their biggest wins, biggest lessons, and how you can get the most out of your BNI membership. This is episode number 105, and today's guest is Stephen Little from Allure Pest Solutions. Welcome, Stephen.
G'day. Thank you for having me along, Tony. It's a privilege to be here. So thank you.
Mate, it's an absolute privilege for you to be here. So thank you so much. So let's kick it off, mate. BNI is what's brought you and I together. So what's your best referral that you've either given or received through BNI?
Yeah, absolutely. So I treat every referral as my best referral. I think everyone in BNI sort of does the same thing, but something that sort of comes to mind, it didn't even start off as a referral. A buyer's agent passed along my info to one of their clients who had a heap of questions about pests, about termites, buying a home in Southeast Queensland. And I just sat and had that conversation with them, talked them through the process of what's a termite inspection, sort of all of that. And then that led to them asking us to do a pre-purchase inspection on their home. Then that led to them installing a termite management system around their home. And then that also went to annual inspections. So now they're on our roster annually, where they come every year and they trust us. So that to me would be our best referral.
Oh, that's a phenomenal story, mate. Well done to you. When did you first discover BNI?
Yeah, so I started off as a technician at Allure, and then our general manager Kai, she sort of thought this guy can talk underwater with a mouthful of marbles. Maybe push him sort of towards sales. So she'd previously been a member of BNI Pegasus, and said this is such a great tool to use to build those referrals and build that network. So go. And so left it up to me to sort of look into BNI, and I went to my first ever meeting at BNI B2B in the city. Little country boy, me, who's never really been into the city, stepping into something like that, it was a bit, whoa. So that's sort of how I first got into BNI.
How long ago was that, Stephen?
So that was a little over a year ago now. So I'm heading into my second year in BNI.
Okay. And so that first meeting, what were your thoughts?
I was thinking, geez, talk about little fish in a big ocean. B2B is a fantastic group, but it's a lot of business professionals who wear their ties and their suits. And here's little country boy Steve in his boots and his best business shirt. Yeah, my thought was, wow, I'm in uncharted waters here for Stephen.
And so that was the first meeting. So then when did you discover the chapter that you're now in?
Yeah, so went to B2B, really enjoyed the environment, got a taste of what BNI is like. But I was looking for something. So I live up in North Lakes. So traveling into the city was a bit rough. So I was looking for something sort of more up north. And then stumbled across BNI Gateway, which is I'm a proud member of and the vice president of. And yeah, I went in for my first meeting, and I knew straight away that that was the group that I wanted to be a part of.
So what was it about that first meeting that caused you to feel that way?
Yeah, it's the people. The people. You walk into a room and it takes 7 seconds. Is your first impression, and that first 7 seconds, I was greeted by somebody smiling at me, saying welcome. They knew who I was, where I was from, and then the rest of the group just followed in, and they did the exact same thing. And it's the people.
So you signed up. So how long into your BNI journey did you realize that this would be worth it for you and for your business?
I would probably say week three, where the membership was already paid off from referrals, which is incredible. Like you look at the first initial cost of joining BNI, and you go, okay, but 3 weeks in, it's already paid off, and then all of a sudden you're just making money on top. But also it's the connection with the people as well that I discovered. I sitting down with your one-to-ones and getting to know these people on more of a personal level. It I don't know how to explain it. It's just exactly what it is. It's you know that it's going to work.
So what do you do consistently that brings you results through BNI?
I think it's showing up with intent. So not just going through the motions of showing up to a meeting, not just, being present, but actually showing up with intent, showing up with the intention of following our core values, especially givers gain, where you have the intent to give without expecting reciprocity. And just showing up with intent really, really shows your commitment to the group.
Now, we've recently gone through the awards and you won an award, didn't you?
I certainly did. Yeah, I was nominated by my group for the MVP award, and I was extremely humbled and proud to receive that award.
Congratulations to you, firstly. And for those that are listening that are unsure of what is this MVP award, as you rightfully said, it's an award that's voted by your peers, by your fellow chapter members. And so they feel that you are the person who is most valued within the group, who is doing amazing things to support the growth of your chapter. So well done to you, mate.
Thank you very much. I was very proud to receive that.
So, on the flip side, what are some mistakes that you see others members make that perhaps holds them back from achieving success in BNI?
Yeah, there's a couple of things that I was thinking about when I first thought about this question. One is just going through the motions, just turning up, doing your, say, 3 hours a week of BNI, and that's basically it. As well as not doing your one-to-ones, getting together and getting to know your group and the people within your group on a personal level builds that trust, builds that rapport, and then you can really see that. So from your statistics in BNI that your fellow listeners would probably not understand, one-to-ones equal referrals. So get in, be prepared to be a part of it, be prepared to meet with these people and spend time with these people.
Excellent. Now, let's give us a brief overview of your business. So, Allure Pest Solutions, what are the main services and products that you provide, Stephen?
Yeah, so Allure Pest Solutions, we've been around for 20 years here in Brisbane. And some of the main things that we provide is we do everything from pre-construction termite management work. And I'm a little bit biased here, but I think that we're probably one of the best pre-construction termite management specialists in Southeast Queensland, all the way through to post-construction termite work. So that's termite inspections, termite management systems, through to your general pest control. So if it's got more than two legs, we can take care of it.
I like it. What makes your business different from others?
Yeah, I think it's our team. It's definitely our team. Our team are local, so they're in the environment that you're living in. They understand the pains that you're going through when it comes to pest control, but they also have the mindset of every home that we walk into could be my grandma's home. So we treat our customers as though they are a part of our family, and I think that really shows through the reviews that we get, as well as the returning customers that we get. That they're proud to partner with us to protect their homes.
How many members are in the Allure Pest Solutions team?
So we're currently sitting at 10 fully trained qualified technicians on the road, from south side of Brisbane all the way through to the north side. And so they're all here. But we also have our management staff. So we have three amazing managers, and we also have three nominal admin staff as well.
So what's a common problem your clients face and how do you solve it, Stephen?
Yeah, so here in Southeast Queensland, particularly because it's such a hot, humid environment, termites are absolutely prevalent. So 1 in 3 homes in Southeast Queensland will be affected by termites, with an average cost of $40,000 for repairs. So that's a huge issue that people in Southeast Queensland face. So what they can do to fix that is get these annual inspections, go over the report with the technician, have that conversation while you're there on site, and really go through the conducive conditions that are around your house and fix those, action that report. And then, of course, installing a termite management system around your home for longevity of protection around your home.
Who's an ideal referral for you right now?
Yeah, right now I'm looking to connect with property managers, both residential and commercial, in and around Southeast Queensland. So from the Gold Coast all the way through to the Sunshine Coast. Particularly property managers who are probably tired of having to chase contractors, who just want that peace of mind and knowledge that their properties are safe.
So if you're a property manager who's listening or watching the BNI Effect podcast, then please reach out to Steve and the team at Allure Pest Solutions. Let's play a word association game now, mate. I'm going to say a word. I'm looking for a short, sharp response from you.
All right.
Networking.
Friendship.
Referrals.
Goal.
Success.
Us.
Coffee.
Oh, latte.
Give us game.
Core value.
Sport.
I don't do.
Team.
Friendship.
BNI.
Network. I'm
Have
not
you
that great with word association.
you did very well. If you could give one piece of advice to someone who wants to grow their business through networking, what would it be, Stephen?
Join a BNI group. Find a BNI group that you really gel with because the people in there matter. And then be prepared to put in the work because BNI is a tool. And if you use that tool properly, it can work for you.
What's one exciting thing that's happening in your business right now that you'd like the listeners or viewers to know about?
Yeah, so there's so much going on in the pest control world currently. The APVMA has just put out a new policy regarding rodenticides. There's always something new and improved coming in. But something that's really happening with us is we're taking a huge step towards IPM. So that's integrated pest management. So that's not just coming in and spraying your house and, generally spraying all everywhere. It's actually looking and targeting specific pests where you're having that problem so you have long-term pest control.
Oh, I love it. That sounds exciting. How can listeners learn more about you or get in touch with you and your business, Stephen?
Absolutely. So if you're a BNI member, jump into BNI Connect, look up Stephen Little, and you'll have all my details. But for people who aren't a part of that BNI network, you can reach out on 3356 8801. That gets you in contact with our beautiful admin staff. But you can also look us up on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram at Allure Pest, and our website, allurepest.com.au.
Yeah, and chances are, if you're looking at your social media, you'll see a wonderful post from you. I've seen plenty of those over the last year or so.
It is unfortunate that my face is everywhere, but yeah, I'm trying to get a bunch more content out with other people involved. So you'll meet the team by looking through our social media as well.
Good on you, Stephen. Thank you for being here, mate. Really appreciate you sharing with us. Look, that wraps up another episode of the BNI Effect. Many thanks to today's guest, Stephen Little, for sharing his insights with us and showing us what's possible in BNI. If you're a BNI member, perhaps there's an idea that Stephen shared that you could implement over the next week or so. And if you're a visitor to BNI, I hope that you've seen how powerful this community really can be. Subscribe to hear or view more real stories from Brisbane BNI members. And until next time, give more, trust more, grow more.